Oh, love's a funny thing with Japanese people, you know. But my daughter had a girl staying with her Ryoko. She was Japanese. She was over here, and she was here to learn hospitality and American English. They go to school over there. They learn American English, and it was so funny in one way and not in another. This guy came over from Okinawa to marry her, and my daughter put him up, it wasn't unusual because apparently he was in love with the girl, and one thing led to another, and I thought, oh, how nice to come all the way on leave. He was an American soldier, but he was a Marine. He wasn't a soldier, he was a so-called Marine. He come to my place on the Saturday night following I heard the news. And he took my daughter out, a couple of Japanese girls and some other Sheila. I don't know what went on, but something must have happened, and the girls told the Japanese girl that he was no good to her. So he must have had his eye on something else in the group having supper. I come to my place the following week, and he only had about 4 days to go before he had to go back home to Okinawa. Because in Okinawa, he worked with the Americans there. One half of the Japanese want the Americans to go from Okinawa, and the other half of the Japanese of the island want them to stay. And when they want them to stay, they're making good money from them, which I suppose is fair enough. But anyway, he was sitting outside with me. He was trying to befriend me, and I told him it was getting that time that he had to better get back home. And he looked at me stupid like. I said, how long have you got? He said, oh, I got another 3 or 4 days yet. I said, you're not an ordinary soldier, mate. I said, you're a Marine. And I said, if you're a Marine and you're AWL, I said, they won't muck around with you. I said, they'll chuck you in the caboose, which is jail when you get back. And he looked at me much as to say, I was pretty cheeky talking in that tone of voice. Anyway, we had a further conversation about his job, what he was doing. And then I told him, I do believe that you have to get permission from your officers to marry a Japanese girl. And he looked at me in disbelief to think that I knew a few things about Marines. So by the time he left that evening, I told my daughters to keep a good eye on the Japanese girl, because she really took it to heart after the bust-up of the so-called engagement. And the girls told the Japanese girl that he wasn't worth the trouble. Yeah, the children all cut their teeth down here, me girls especially. The boys that weren't that interested, the boys were much older. I had the 3 boys and I had the 3 girls.
Yeah.
I used to say to my mates, you're not even married yet till you've had daughters. You change your tone of your voice, you change your
I heard you went on a 3-day bender when you had your first girl.
When I had my first girl, yeah, sure. I was drunk for a whole week. In fact, I got my name in the local paper over it. Yeah, they all knew how to fish. One couldn't stand the water, she'd chunder. I used to laugh because she's good, she used to bring the garfish around. The other daughter, the younger daughter, it fell through with her. But they're quite used to coming down here. They all had their turn going out in the dinghy. Yeah, they all adopted well to the beach. No, they went more or less went round the swimming beach. As their age grew up, they went round to where the teeny boppers stay, round on the fishing on the swim beach. Yeah, we still fish. I still fish out here. There's numerous marks out here. I was always told when I fished, we all rode boats, and you didn't go around the corner on a bad day. You went north in the north wind, and south if it was the south wind. And then when it was the west wind, you went out to what they call Chow's Mark. Numerous fish marks around here. No, I was only talking to one of the boys this morning. He found out the Yorkies Mark round the corner. He went round there. He seen quite a variety of fish on it. One of the boys that teaches sailboarding here. He's a mad fisherman. and he went round there for the first time and found it. In fact, he could stand up on the reef with his head out, half a mile from the beach. Yeah, one of my fishing spots. And he's relating to me what a variety of fish there are there for spear fishing or ordinary whiting fishing. The past, what, 25 years? I actually fished in that hole the last 25 years. You get whiting, gars, flathead, snapper, pike, snook. You get all variety of fish off that reef round the corner. As far as children go, the funniest part of my life, I would be 14, 15, 16, and the Richmond picnic used to come down here. That means it was during the Depression years. And all the children of Richmond would come down here on this foreshore, right where we are now. And when, a day before, guys used to take their boats out and put them in deep water, they would sink anything that floated. Kids everywhere. And my brother used to sell hot water, and his mate Cole used to sell hot water for families that were here. We used to put our nose in for a while, get a free ice cream. If you weren't one of the mob, God help you. There were children, they used to call it the Richmond Picnic Day. And without a word of a lie, I've seen a 21-foot boat out there, rocking on the moorings, partially sunk. They would swim out, they weren't swimming. And guys used to come down that day just to keep an eye on their boats. That was called the Richmond Picnic Day in Sandringham. They came down by Charabank, by train, by everybody. And they camped up here at the back on what they call the tray bit.